Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to maintain a simplified financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. All right, well, hello everyone and happy Friday. I hope that your week has been a good one so far. And I hope that you're enjoying some time outside and getting some sunshine. And I hope that summer has hit you wherever you are. I know that, it takes even some of the northern United states a long time to get into that summer weather. Although I guess if you're in Australia or below the equator, this is your winter. I think that's how it is. Anyways, I'm done rambling on. Today's video is going to be my weekly check-in. And if you happen to be new to my channel or just new to zero-based budgeting and cash stuffing in general, basically what I do in this video is I reconcile all of my non-cash purchases from the last week. So, in our case in particular, about half of our budgeted money stays in our checking account. So we keep all of our bills and like our mortgage and stuff like that. And we just leave that in our checking account. And that serves as our account buffer for maybe non-cash purchases that we make from the categories in our budget that we do cash stuff for. And so when I go ahead and reconcile these purchases on a weekly basis, what I do is I return that money back to the bank so that we're not running into any issues of overdrawing or overspending. So stay tuned if you want a little bit more information on that. Just watch more content too. It really helps when you kind of see the process as a whole picture. And then of course, if you watch multiple content creators, it kind of helps to see how everybody does things differently. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into my budget binder here because this is where my expense trackers are. Just to let y'all know, this is the last week of my Etsy shop sale. So you will be able to get 20% off of my entire Etsy shop. Sunday is the last day. So it's through the end of June. I am going to run a little mini 4th of July sale, but by and large, everything is going to go back to full price after Sunday. So if you were hoping to get some goodies from my Etsy shop is always listed in the description box below, but now is a really good time to get it. And I make these dashboards, I make my cash envelopes, and I also have my budget planner, which I'm going to open up here now. It's basically all the pages that you're going to need for a month of budgeting, although I have it split up into quarters in my Etsy shop. So quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. And you guys are really responding well to it. Everybody seems to really like it. So that makes me very, very happy. I also have it as a printable version, and I have it in a digital version as well that you can use on, like a notes app in your tablet. And like I said, all of that stuff is linked in my Etsy shop, which is linked below. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop back to my expense tracking sheet here. Oh, I went too far. There we go. I'm going to pull this out because I like to have some, a smooth writing surface below my pages here. My goodness, I can't get a grip on all of this. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull that out and then let's see, I'll pull out, sorry, I'm like all over the place today. I'm gonna pull this out to use as like a page blocker so that I don't just have a bunch of scribbly marks on the screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in now, and then we will get into the expense tracking. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna jump right into it because who knows if I'm gonna end up turning this into something chatty. I'm certainly capable of doing that. So in the event that it becomes something like that. We're just going to get started right now. So here we go. So first up, I had an Amazon purchase of $83.23. I just had to replenish actually the toner in my printer because I've been using it a lot lately for my Etsy shop sale. And thank you guys, by the way, for that. Your support of this relaunch has been unbelievable. And I'm just so grateful to all of you for being so enthusiastic about my relaunch. So thank you. I'm going to be returning $83 to the bank. If you guys happen to be new to my channel, you'll see this more as we go along, even in this video. But whenever we make a purchase, it's in dollars and cents. We only return whole dollars back to the bank. What we usually do is round up to the next dollar. And then that change is counted as like an overage in our checking account that my husband tracks. We call it our virtual coin jar. And more often than not, we are adding to it from purchases that we have like this. But every now and then we will buy from it as well. And so this 23 cents is coming from our virtual coin jar. And I'm just going to be returning $83 to the bank. Oops. Next up was a medical purchase. I don't know why. Why is that medical? I literally cannot, for the life of me, remember what medical related thing I purchased from Amazon, but here we find ourselves. It was $16.57, and I'm going to be returning $16 to the bank. Again, we took this 57 cents out of the coin jar, the virtual coin jar. And so we rounded down that time instead of rounding up. Okay, so this is just an Amazon week. So again, I needed to purchase more materials. It's so funny what I think I have plenty of, and then I'll get into making products and I'm like, oh, I need more of whatever. And so I've done that a lot during this relaunch. But that's just because you guys have been buying a lot from me during this relaunch. So thank you. The total purchase was $20.56, and I'm going to be returning $21 to the bank. So this is where we make up for that change, or add the change to the virtual coin jar that I was telling you about earlier. Next up, we rented a movie from Apple. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, it was an Indiana Jones movie, which admittedly are not my favorite movies. But it's just one of those things. It's like an iconic, like 90s movie. Was it made in the 90s or 80s? Probably the 80s, right? Either way, my kids enjoyed it, so that was fun. And this one was a suggestion of my husband to watch with the kiddos, and so it was fun that he got to like share a movie with them. The total purchase was $4.23, and I'll be returning $5 to the bank. Next up, oh, this is fun. So I think I've mentioned to you guys, if you've been around here for long enough, you know about them. There is a woman who makes candles in Delaware, where I am originally from, and she makes the most beautifully smelling candles. I'm not even kidding you. And I think the last time I mentioned her on my channel was back in like October. She had this huge pumpkin shaped candle, which I still have. By the way, I haven't burned through the entire thing because it's ginormous. And I met her once at like a craft fair and just fell in love with her candles, the scents that she uses and all that sort of stuff. And so she was running a little sale because her business just turned 4, I think. And so I was not about to reject a sale discount on any of her products because I love, love, love her products. And so I purchased a couple things, actually. She has these cute little car diffusers. So instead of having like a car freshener in your car, it's this little glass diffuser with one of her scents in it, and you just hook it up to your what's it called? Your air vents. And so I bought one of those, and then I bought some of her votives because I have these sweet little votive holders that my sister bought me for Christmas last year, and like they're handmade in like pottery or something, and I just absolutely love them. But I didn't have any votives to put, or not votives, I'm sorry, like tea lights to put in them. And so yeah, I bought some of those, and then I bought a full-sized candle from her. It's I think it's called Vanilla Cold Brew, and oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so fantastic. So if you're newer to my channel and you've never heard me mention Kent County Candles before, I will go ahead and leave her website linked below. You have to check her out. I absolutely, like 1000% love her products, and they all smell phenomenal, and you will not be sorry with any of the scents that you buy. And of course, I love throwing some love to a small business. So I did break this down into a couple different categories though. I pulled 10 of it from car expenses because like I mentioned, I got that little diffuser, the scent diffuser for the car. 31 is coming from home decor, and then $11.95 is gonna come from my own personal spending. The home decor, well, you'll see how I handle this as I get there. I only have $6 in home decor right now, but I did earmark money for home decor from my Etsy and YouTube spending for this month, which I haven't gone over with you guys yet. So I'll just stuff it less when I get to home decor. But that's how we broke that one down. Moving right along, we've got my Target purchase for the week. It was $60.63, and of course, a couple different categories here. 30 of it was from toiletries, $30.63 is grocery, and I'm gonna be returning $31 to the bank. Next up was Vistaprint. This is the company that I use to print my Post-it pads, and I needed, like, I replenished my stock. Well, I bought what's it called? The pink with the floral on them. They're new to my shop with my relaunch, and I absolutely love them. And so I purchased those. So it was $84.65, and I'm gonna be returning $85 to the bank. Next up, oh my gosh, you guys, this was so expensive. So we took the kids to go see Inside Out 2, which I mentioned actually in my cash stuffing on Friday. And it was really cute. I definitely prefer the first one. I think the first one was significantly better than the second one. But it wasn't as bad as some Disney sequels can be. So, you know, we got that going for us. Anyway, the tickets cost us $22.26. And so I'm going to be returning $22 to the bank. But then, holy smokes, the food and drink cost $40.55. I'm like, we could have gone to a restaurant for this price. And I'm going to be returning $41 to the bank. And I'm like, if there's ever a reason to sneak food into a movie theater, this is the reason, because that is ridiculous. Anyways, popcorn does not cost that much. Next up, another materials purchase. I'm telling you, it was insane. So $71.32, and I've got to return $71 to the bank. Oh, yes. Okay. So my husband and son's jujitsu school had a pool party last weekend. And so my husband just stopped at the liquor store and got some beer to take with us so that we didn't show up empty-handed. And so the total cost for that was $23.79, and I'm going to be returning $24 to the bank. Next up was a grocery purchase. Whoops. We went into Kroger. We actually picked up some steaks because we were both like, oh, that sounds really good. And I think we got some other things too, but the total cost came to $44.63, and we'll be returning $45 to the bank. This was a home maintenance purchase. I don't remember. This is from Amazon. It was $28.11, and I'm returning $28 to the bank. And I can't remember what we got home maintenance wise. You know, these videos are not going to be any good if I can't remember what I bought to tell you about. But I mean, home maintenance is not particularly exciting anyway. It's certainly not as exciting as candles. Oh my gosh. Last up for the day is another materials purchase. I'm telling you, I've been on one. Oh my gosh, I can't get a grip on these. The total purchase was $21.64, and I'm going to be returning $22 to the bank. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and zoom you guys back out, and we will add up all of the cash that I need to have at the end of this, and then we'll get into the unstuffing portion of the video. So here we are. So I'm gonna go ahead and add up all of these expenses that I have over here that I have to return back to the bank. And then once I have the total, I will return. Let me make sure there's actually nothing on the back side of this paper. I just realized that. Okay, there's not. But yeah, so I always zoom you guys through this because, you know, you don't want to watch me add up a bunch of numbers. And then when I come back, we'll get into the unstuffing. So here we go. Alrighty, so I should have $577 at the end of this, which I actually won't have, but we'll get into that in a little bit here. I am gonna just go ahead and pop into my business binder really quickly because there's only one purchase that I'm returning from here, even though I have a ton of materials purchases. That envelope is empty, but I still have all the money sitting in my checking account of what I'm supposed to stuff for materials. So I just subtract it from what I'm going to stuff. And then it all kind of levels itself out, so to speak. But I do want to go into equipment. So I had one equipment purchase for $83. Here we go. Oops. 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Oh, okay. So that emptied that out, but I have 250 in my checking account. Hold on. So 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 83 minus 39. So I'm short $44. Minus 44. But that, like I said, that's okay because I haven't, all of my Etsy and YouTube money is just sitting in my checking account right now, and waiting to be stuffed. So I will just subtract what I owe from my stuffing. So I will stuff it less what my deficit is. But I am gonna go ahead and cross that out and put a check mark there. And then I do need to add up all of my materials purchases as well because my materials envelope is also empty. So here we go. So we got 21, 85, 71, and 22. So minus 199. Okay. And then we are square. Okay. Oh, so let me actually cross those out too. I've mentioned this before, but I currently, I blew through all of the money that was in my envelopes, like here in person, in order to restock and replenish for my Etsy relaunch. But I'm replenishing these envelopes with the money that I made this month. I just haven't stuffed it yet, which is why I will just be able to subtract these numbers from what my planned stuffing was so that, you know, I don't, so that I'm all even, so that I'm paid up and squared away. But if you're wondering why I'm not doing that, that's why. Okay, so now we can go ahead and hop into high priority sinking funds. And first up here that I have is medical. So I'm just gonna grab $16 from medical. Here we go. Oh, okay. So I've got 20 and I need 4 back. Oh, well, that worked out nicely. All right, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in medical, but we also have $250 in a high yield savings account. Here we go. Where did that go? There it is right there. So $5 left. And let's see what other high priority sinking funds I have in here. Car expenses, that's $10. There we go. All right, sorry about that. Mr. Simple was moving around in his chair like a child in school and squeaking and squealing. So I had to ask him to stop. Now he's just being loud. Now he's just being loud in the kitchen just because. Anyways, I'm pulling $10 out of car expenses. And now in car expenses, we've got 100, 10, 15, 25. 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 5, 65, 70, 71, 72, and 73. So 173 in car expenses. All right, let me make a note of that. 173. And let's see, toiletries is also in high priority sinking funds. Are you serious?
That was intentional. I wasn't even touching the thing because it was all bent, you know.
I'll bleed.
No, I really.
Anyway, I'm pulling $30 from toiletries. Goodness. Oh, goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, I'll just take out some of the ones. 10 and 15. I do like small change in here, so 10, 15, 20. Oh, no, wait. Did I say 20 or 30? I said 30. Okay. So I need 10 more dollars. I'll just do another 2 5s. There we go. So now remaining in toiletries, I've got 20, 35, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. Let me put this over there really quickly. Okay, I just had to make sure that was $30. Whoops, all right. And 56 is left in toiletries. 56, all right. And then, oh, we've got groceries. So we've got 31 and 45. 76, I am pulling from grocery. 20, 40, 60, 70. Oh. 20, 40, 60, 75, and 80. All right, I'll just do that and I'll get 4 ones back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodness, I'm running out of ones. All right, now in grocery, I've got 20, 40, 50, 61, 2, 3, and 4. So 64 remaining in groceries. Put a line through that, and 64 there. Okay, now, oh, home maintenance also is in high priority, so that's $28. Oh, opened right to it. Love when that happens. 10, 15, 25, 30. So I just need to pull back. Oh, I don't have 2 ones. What now? All right, I'm gonna move on to a different envelope, I think, because, oh, how did I lose all those? I thought I had a bunch more ones. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Sorry, I'm like thinking and not even talking to you. You're probably screaming at me like that there's a better way to do it, but this is where I find myself right now. I will just, I'll move on to other categories to make change, and then I'll come back to home maintenance is what I'll do. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we've got here. Family fun, 5, 22, 41. That is $68. Oops. Oh, do I have $68 in here? 20, 40, 51. No, I do not. Okay. 60. All right. So what I will do is just stuff it 17 less. Let me put this, make a note of that over here. In the next, either the next stuffing or when I do the Etsy and YouTube stuffing, I'll just stuff it less. That's also a possibility because our family fun gets supplemented sometimes with Etsy and YouTube. So I'm just gonna make a note. Family fun. sorry, you can't see what I'm doing right now, but yeah, I just make a note in my monthly funding plan to stuff it less whatever I have a deficit in the following stuffing. So anyways, I think I picked up all of those. I can go into hers and get my $12 that I got to pay back. Here we go. Oh, I do have one second. 10, 11, and 12. So I have 20, 30, 5, 40, 1, and 2 in my spending. Oops. There we go. Woo. And now I at least have enough change to do the home maintenance one. So I think I will do that as well. Let me just pop into that really quickly because it was $28. There we go. 10, 15, 25, 30. And pull back 2. There we go. And now in home maintenance, I've got 55, 65, 66, 67, and 68. So $68 remaining there. Okay, so where else? Oh, let me grab, I do have home decor money in low priority sinking funds. I think it's only $6, but I will, like I mentioned before, I'll just stuff it less from my Etsy and YouTube stuffing. So $6 from 31. So I'm negative 25 on that. All right, 5 and 6. Okay, and I think that does it for everything except for one holiday sinking fund, the money that we pulled from Partay, which was $24. Oops, there we go. Oh, okay. 25, and I'll just pull back 1. So remaining in Partay, we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 96, and 97. All right. So $97. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I have to figure out what number I'm actually left with here because a lot of this is not being returned to the bank. It's just being stuffed less in the next stuffing. So let me go ahead and figure that out. So we started with 577 minus 44 minus 199 minus 17 minus 25. And that leaves us, so we should have $292 sitting here. It's a lot of small change. Here we go. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 90, 91, and 92. So 292 sitting here. I nailed it. You never know with me and my inability to math on a regular basis. All right, well, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and I hope that it wasn't confusing to you. If it was, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment or a question down below. If you did enjoy the video, I would love it so much if you gave me a thumbs up and just said hi in the comments. Let me know what you're gonna do this weekend. Excited to hear everybody's plans. We're actually going to fireworks this weekend, which is super duper fun. My kids love that. So yeah, let me know what you guys are up to. And I will be back here with you again on Monday with a cash stuffing. And again, don't forget, this weekend is the last of my June relaunch sale. So again, my entire shop is 20% off. So want you to be able to take advantage of it if you're able to. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and I will see you on Monday. Bye everyone.